All right, hey everyone. Sorry it's been a while, whoever watches these. I know I started this project at the beginning of last year, at the most hectic time of the year, Christmas. I got nailed with the flu. My daughter got it, wrapping up the end projects for the year. I have been kind of putting this off, and I apologize. I started the TikTok shop, trying to get that going, trying to monetize there. So I did put this on the back burner for a little bit, and I apologize to whoever watched this, but I'm up and running. I got a new video I want to post, and it's more for people starting out on the job, first time on construction sites. There is stuff here that can pertain to people just starting off in general, but this list and what I'm kind of designed for people starting off in the construction field. These are things that actually most of these things are things that I wish I knew starting off. I mean, eventually these things you'll get the longer you stay, but there are some things in here that if I knew this right away, it could have helped me a little bit more, I guess. It just would have been nice to know. So the first thing, and I think this is the most important thing, is don't be late. Please do not be late. You absolutely do not have to do this. My first construction job, my first real job, I was so worried about being late that I left. It was like a 20-minute commute from my house where I was to the shop. And I was so worried about being late. I got to the site 50 minutes early, almost an hour early. No, I didn't show up. I posted up at some coffee shop. This is before cell phones started popping off. They were around, but they're not like they are today. So I got there like an hour early. And I just posted up at a coffee shop, and I waited till it was an appropriate time because I was so afraid of being late. And that's clutch. You cannot be late your first day. You can't do it. That is a bad foot to start off on. It's not going to be tolerated. If the boss or the supervisor is telling you to be there at 06, do not show up at 5 minutes to 6. Do not show up at 5:55. Show up at 5:45. Get there, park your car, get whatever gear you need to be ready to go, and be ready to get going to the site. Do not show up at 6 o'clock because you're late. I don't care if you're pulling in the parking lot at 6 o'clock. You're late. If you're not in the shop ready to go, you're late. So anyway, do not be late. Do what you have to do to be early. Try to be 15 minutes early. Whatever time they tell you to be there, do the 15 minutes, man. That's a good look, and that's a great foot to start on. The second one is you never know what's happening on construction sites, man. Anything can happen. So I bring plenty of food and plenty of water, man. It sucks the dead ass middle of summer and you got no water or you got no food. No, I know some employers provide the water for the employees, but it's nice to have your own shit, man. So you're not looking for it. Usually they don't have it in coolers. It's warm ass bottles of water. I like my stuff ice cold in the summertime. Go get a cooler or a little, like a half gallon or a gallon little thermos or whatever the fuck, and bring your own stuff and bring plenty of food. The work days suck, man. Drag when you don't have food and water, man. It's just a bummer of a day. You'll get through it, but it's much better when you can dip off, take a sip of water, or have a snack or have a really good lunch to keep you going through the day. So bring plenty of food and plenty of water. By the way, as you can tell, I have a list. I have an attention span of a squirrel, so I have a list, obviously. Three is bring a backpack. Backpack with an extra set of clothes, work clothes or civilian clothes. So I have a backpack I bring absolutely everywhere with me, and it always has the same shit. Change of clothes. It has a little first aid kit in there, and rain gear. I think this is part of the PPE. Employers are supposed to, or I think they're supposed to give you rain gear, but usually it's that really shit thin fucking material where you go to lift your leg up and you blow the crotch out. Spend the time, go out there, research stuff that works for you and fits you the best, and put that in your backpack. And later on, when you start working on the job site, you can find the little things that you can put in that backpack that you can have at all times. I like having an extra set of boot laces in there, an extra lighter. You never know when you're going to need that. So it's those little things. But that backpack, definitely have a spare set of clothes. Try to get rain gear. That's clutch. A little first aid kit doesn't hurt either, man. It's always nice. They have them on the job sites, but if you're off the site somewhere and you get banged up and you got to walk all the way over, if you have your backpack, you just take your first aid kit out and you're ready to go. You know where it's at, and that's the big thing. So backpack, extra set of clothes, rain gear, little first aid kit, and then as you go along, you're going to see what you need. You can add that to that backpack so you have it always there. Four is, being new on a construction site. Just listen, man. Listen to the guys that are worth the shit. And I'm not saying just stand there and be a dummy, right? But a lot of these guys on the construction sites, and especially the company you're deciding to join, have been there for a little while. They know how everything operates, and it's okay to sit back and uh, just absorb everything. Of course, you're going to be asked questions, and you can participate in that. But I guess what I'm saying is, it's okay to listen. It's okay to just sit back and see how things go first, at least for the first, I don't know, month or two, till you start to get a handle on things. I'm sure you're going to be asked questions, and yeah, absolutely participate as much as you can, and we're going to get into that a little bit too. But it's okay just to listen too. Sit back and just take everything in, man. It'll help your development and growing at that company. The next one is just be honest, man. Just be honest. If something fucks up, or you're on a job and it didn't go the way it was supposed to, or you're using a piece of equipment and it broke, just be honest. Shit happens. It's gonna happen, man. And if it's a real accident, if it's a true accident, then you have nothing to lie about. Oh, I fucked this shovel up. I don't know. I was using this power drill and it burned out. I don't know what happened. Just be honest. It's gonna happen. Like I said, if it's a true accident, if you really weren't fucking around, there's no need to lie. So yeah, again, just be honest, be open, and don't try to hide anything. It's not a good look. The next one, I would have to say, develop thick skin. On a construction site, man, guys can be pretty brutal. And I'm gonna make fun of you. Being the new guy, being the junior mentor, you're gonna be open for shots, man. Develop thick skin. Do not take anything personal, man. It's If they're messing with you, uh, more than likely, then they're starting to open up to you, maybe even like you a little bit. So take that as a sign if they're messing with you constantly. And some guys are going to do it just to be dicks, and those kind of people are miserable. You can't do anything about them. Just fucking ignore them as much as you can. But usually, people start fucking with you on job sites, especially the senior guys. It means they're kind of taking to you, and it's okay. So do not take anything personal. Develop thick skin, and after a while, after you get used to everything and who the people are, you can start giving shots back, man. And they're gonna like that too. The next one is try to stick around solid guys. The construction sites that I've been on, you have the guys who are grinders at work, and then you have the guys who are spending most of their effort on not working. Your gut's going to tell you who's good and who's not. So try to stick around those good people, man. I know my early stages, I clinged on to some of the really good guys, and those guys I still use today, even outside of construction and operating. I still use today. Those guys, they're going to stick with me forever. That's just how it is, man. Those guys are awesome. So try to stick with the good guys as much as you can. If you got to get assigned with the shit bags, then take it for what it is, man. Use that experience to learn about what not to do until you can get with the solid guys. I mean, it's going to happen. You're going to get locked up with those shit bags. That take the good out of it, right? That you're going to learn about. That's what you see those shit bags doing is what you don't want to do and what you don't want to become. Okay, so stick around the good guys, man. You'll learn a hell of a lot, I promise. Proper PPE. You're gonna know the job you're going into. If it's construction, you're gonna know about the steel toe boots. I have a video on that on my page. You can check that out. But make sure you have the proper PPE. Again, the employer is supposed to provide the proper PPE to the employers. But if you think you need something else, man, invest in it. Safety is the number one thing. There's a lot of moving parts to construction sites. So make sure you have your, safety vest, hard hat, glasses, gloves, boots, the standard PPE for anything. Ear protection's another one. Machinery can be loud as fuck. So just make sure you have everything. Okay. Make sure you know what job you're going to be assigned to, and make sure you have that so you can stay safe and keep everybody else safe around you. 9, stay alert. Like I said a little bit ago, there's so many moving parts to a construction site. They're endless moving parts, man. Just stay alert. Always be on point. Okay. You're going to know the longer you're there, the more comfortable you get to that specific job and that company. I'm not saying let your guard down, but you're going to start knowing when you can have to be on alert, when you can chill, but always be on point, man. Always be on guard. There's always shit going on. Okay. So just be aware of your surroundings, and just make sure you're safe at all times, and everybody else working with. What I what I found my first employer, he liked the younger guys because they listened, but they were always moving. He always encouraged us. If you're standing around, sometimes that's okay. It is, chatting it up with the guys, or you have a little bit of a down period. It's okay, but that supervisor and that foreman, if you go do something with initiative, to go and do something that you haven't been told to do, that supervisor, that foreman's going to see that and be like, oh shit, man, this kid's for real. He's worth investing in, right? I'm not saying all the time. I'm not saying you got to be all crazy running around and shit, but again, kind of staying with the alertness. If you see something going on, or you see something that needs to be done, and you have the time and the resources to do it, just go do it. If it's safe and it's not going to fuck anything else up, go and do that. If your supervisor and foreman see you do that, that's great initiative. They love seeing shit like that, and keep that kind of behavior up, man. They're gonna love it. So yeah, stay busy. Okay, nothing worse when you're down, not doing shit, and the boss turns a corner and you're standing there with your dick in your hand. Like that sucks, right? So stay busy, look busy, and they'll take to it. Okay. Again, this kind of connects to the stay eager, being as much as you can, stay involved in the conversation, know what's going on, let them know that you want to learn, let them know that you want to be involved. Man, I worked with supervisors that love that. I'm that way. I want to know what's going on. I want to know if I can participate or if I can learn something else. I've always been that way, and supervisors love that. They like younger guys wanting to be involved and not sitting back in the shadows trying not to do work, trying to dodge work. It doesn't work. It's not a good look, man. Yeah, stay eager, want to learn things. Show them that you want to be um, the best that you can at your position. Staying eager, staying busy, do a little extra. If you see something that needs to be done, just go do it. The initiative goes a long way, man. It really does. It's effort. It shows the supervisor and the foremen and all your senior guys that you give a shit, that you want to be good, and that you care. You care about and respect the job. That goes a long way. It really does. Show up early, bring the backpack, PPE, the food and water, bring plenty of food and water. It's okay to listen, develop thick skin, right? And show initiative, man. It's going to go a long way. So I hope this helped. I really do. And again, I apologize for the delay, whoever watches this stuff. But again, these are things that I wish I learned going out into the trade world, in the blue collar world. So I hope it works. And if it did, hit me up, man. I'd like to know how this helped everybody. Okay, take care out there. Be safe.